in the I1 we are adding y plus 1 space plus gender. So these plus are concatenation as I told you earlier, right? Here we don't have double quotes in y and we don't have double quotes in gender. Therefore, these two are variables we are referring to. So y is referring to this variable, gender is referring to this variable. If there was double quotes here, then we are not referring to the variable, we are referring to the word gender and the word y if there is a double quote here. But we don't have double quotes, so we are referring to the variable. So y is now y we get, we will replace them. Y is actually the word Linda in double quotes because that's alphanumeric. So right, so that is done. Then gender space, of course, the space is there. Then the gender contains female, so that converts to this. And then we have two plus signs to add them. Right. So now we are concatenating Linda 2 plus to 1 space, concatenating or joining. Then we are joining that to the word female. Now, since there are two pluses or two concatenation, we have to first do the leftmost one first. So when you concatenate Linda and a space, the result is Linda and 1 space here. See, here there is no space. Linda, we join this space. So with this space only, it has now become Linda and a single space. The rest we have is plus this female. Now we concatenate these two. When you concatenate those two, we get Linda space and then female joined like this. Say there is a space here. This space is actually coming from this one, this space here. So after A there is one space here, that's the space here, then F letter and the rest of the things. So it evaluates that. So remember this expression y plus 1 space within double quotes plus gender evaluates to Linda space female, assuming y contains Linda, gender contains female. Okay, if y had some other value when we are doing this and maybe gender had some other value, then we have to replace it with those values and do it. Then the result will not be Linda female, it will be something else. But our assumption is y is Linda and gender is female. So assuming that when we evaluate this expression, the result is Linda female. Okay, we are joined y, which is Linda, space, and then gender, which is female. So you get that. Okay, that is I. Then the next one, here we have within double quotes y, within double quotes gender. In this case, we are not referring to the variable. Like I said, whenever double quotes are there, that has the highest priority. That is the letter y. We are not referring to this. We are referring to the letter y itself and the word gender itself because there is double quotes here. So when you solve this expression, the resultant one is y and the word gender joined to that. Okay, it will not take Linda or female into this. We are telling the computer or the system we want the letter y and we want the word gender. So that's why it has taken like that. So whenever we want to say something specific, we will put double quotes around that to indicate we just want that. We don't want anything else. We don't want to be treated as a variable or any other concerns. Okay, so y within double quotes and gender double quotes, when you concatenate, the result is this j. Next one, again we have same thing, y within double quotes, gender double quotes, but in between we have a space also to join. So when we do this, again we do the leftmost ones first. It will be y and 1 space, these two joined. Then the rest is plus gender. Now y space is joined to gender. Okay, then we get y and space, then gender. That is concatenating. Okay, here no reference to any variables, so straight away these values are taken y because of the double quotes. Okay, so this is the result of k. If you take L, now this time there is no double quotes, so we are referring to gender, this variable, and phone no is this variable. So let's substitute that. Gender comes as female. See, gender contains female, so we have female. Phone no contains this. See, it comes with 0 also. That is because we are considering phone no as a alphanumeric variable, right? So this is the constant that is contained inside that. So whenever we refer to phone no, this is the value we have at the moment. Okay, if this had some other value, then this will be different. But our assumption is these values. So on that assumption, gender is female, phone no is this one. Now we have to concatenate those two. So when we concatenate those two, you get female and join to this number 0555444333. So see female, no spaces, okay, anywhere, because we don't have any spaces here. So when you evaluate gender plus phone no, the result is this is exactly the solution or the result of that. When you concatenate these two, the result will be this. It doesn't say gender or it doesn't say phone no, because it's using the variables. So gender contains female, phone no contains this number. Those two are joined. And result is coming like this. Okay, so this expression evaluates to this one. Okay, next one, we have gender without quotes, but phone no is within quotes. So then we are just telling use the word phone no, do not use the variable. Here we are using the variable, there is no double quotes. So we'll replace this with gender. What does gender contain? Female. So this is actually female. To that we are adding phone no. So the result is join these two, female and phone. So that's the evaluation of that. So when you solve this, this is what you get. Okay. Next one, this time we are putting double quotes around gender, and phone no is without the double quotes. So this is a variable, right? So we'll substitute that with this value. So whenever you have a variable, you can't use the word phone no exactly as it is, the literal. You have to use the contents of the phone no. It's a variable. So phone no contains 055. So this constant is that, and this of course is within double quotes. We have to use the same word, gender. So gender plus this one. The result is gender and 0 or whatever the rest of the numbers. So gender within double quotes plus phone no evaluates to gender 0555 this value. Okay, right. And lastly, final one, both the gender as well as the phone no are within double quotes. So we are not referring to the variables. These are straight away literals that we are taking, the constant values. So when you can join those two, the answer will be gender and phone no. It won't take the contents of gender or the contents of phone no, because we have put double quotes. So when you concatenate those, and there are no spaces, so there is no space coming in anywhere in here. So this is the result. So that brings us to the end of our solutions to this. So until we meet you with another video, thank you very much.